Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm telling you all about Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. This is the second book of the Shepherd King's duology, and I was so excited with the story after reading the first one that I read the second one right away. It's so captivating and I needed to know how it would end. In the second book, Elspeth must face the consequences of what she's brought on when she accepted the nightmare into her mind and body. She and Ravin have gathered most of the 12 Providence cards, but the last and most important one remains to be found, the Twin Elders. If they are going to find it before the solstice and cure the kingdom of the dark magic affecting it, they will need to journey beyond the dangerous mist-cloaked forest that surrounds their kingdom. And the only one who can lead them there is a monster that shares Elspeth's head, the Nightmare, and is not eager to share any longer. What a journey. As I was saying in the beginning of the video, I was completely obsessed with the story after reading the first book. I just needed to know how it would all end, and I was so curious to know more about magic and the Shepherd's King's past because I knew it would have an impact in the story. First and foremost, gotta say that I really loved how the author changed directions in this book in relation to the perspectives we got to see. In the first one, we only got Elspeth's side, but in this one, we got her being in the mind of the Nightmare, and Ravin, and Helm. I really believe that all these sides were super important to the plot, and it was a way for the readers to understand what it was happening in the story. We had Elspeth in the Nightmare's mind and learning about the Shepherd's King's past, what really happened before she was able to be alongside him in the journey. Raven was our eyes and ears during the whole journey, and Helm was the one that stayed behind and helped us understand what was happening in the castle and in the kingdom. Three major and important perspectives. Without spoiling the story and what happens, I have to say that the story was really well developed. Everything made sense in the end and everyone was interconnected. I absolutely love when authors are able to do that, to puzzle the pieces together. And I think the major plot point was really the Shepherd King and what happened to him, who he was, and what he was supposed to do in order to help save the kingdom. That was truly special to read, especially when you connect it with the three main characters. Elspeth is Vessel, Ravin is Ascendant, and Helm is Successor. Also, I really love the new dynamics we got to explore with these new perspectives. We finally got Helm and Ion. I knew something was going to happen with those two. The chemistry was all there in a few scenes they shared together in the first one, and it made so much sense to me. I really loved their moments. They were able to get to know each other in such a deep way. Ravin and his family will always be special, and with this perspective, we got to explore more of his own memories and his love for his family. It was also super interesting to see him interact with the Nightmare and even with Elspeth when she was lost in the monster's head. I knew Ravin had a big history, and it was so cool to see it unfold on the page. I got to also say that I keep loving how gruesome the villains were in this book. From the very first villain, King, to Oath, they were such great villains, and I loved to hate them so deeply. It's so interesting to me when the author is able to create bad guys in the right way that doesn't open up the space for a character redemption. They didn't need that here, and that's perfectly okay. Funny, I really love the magic plot and the Providence cards aspect of it all. In the first book, we get an explanation how they work and to break the curse, but in this one, we finally get to explore that they are even more, and we get to see how they were created. It felt very consistent in the story. Honestly, I like this duology, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this author's new books. I know she announced a new one recently, so I'm very excited to also pick it up. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at ritasbookclub for more content. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Happy readings.